Another victory, Commander. I knew my faith in you was not misplaced. General.
We have pushed the Empire out of much of the motherland, but we will never win this war without our navy. We need to recapture our port at Vladivostok.
Why don't we assign the young commander to that task?
Don't be ridiculous, Cherdienko. The Empire has a massive force there. This is not an operation for a novice. We need someone with vast experience.
I have full confidence that the commander will be victorious.
I don't share your confidence.
I appreciate your point of view, General, but this is not your decision.
Yes, you have made that quite clear.
Commander, the General was correct about one thing. We need our navy if we are going to win this war. Destroy the Imperial forces occupying our port.
The Empire seized the port of Vladivostok, which was, as you know, the former home of the Soviet Pacific Fleet. In a further showing of arrogance, we have learned that the Emperor's son has constructed an elaborate palace there. We must show them the meaning of Soviet pride and push them out of the motherland. Destroy this insulting palace and secure our coast.
The time has come to drive the Empire of the Rising Sun from our soil by retaking the port of Vladivostok. Here are your priorities in this mission. Secure a perimeter outside the port as a staging area for your attack. Eliminate the Imperial Navy production facilities that have been constructed here. May fortune favor us in this mission.
Before attacking the port, you'll need to take this forward island and build a base. Good luck.
Pleased to meet you, comrade. My name is Jana. I will be supporting you today with the most loyal force in the Union. Let us take back our port now from the impudent Japanese.
New objective received.
Okay guys, so I restarted the mission because I didn't like how everything turned out. Everything was a little weird in my opinion. So what we're going to do now is we're going to restart the mission. You're not even going to see the footage. It's going to be just magically gone. But what we're doing is we're dropping our enemies right in the center there. And hopefully our co-commander can get this right because they had built in the water where we were going to build. Everything is a little wonky. And because of that, I wasn't a big fan of it. So let's destroy them, and see if we can't take out these structures. Once we take out both, then we should be good. We just gotta be careful of their anti-infantry units. Ah, there we go. So it looks like we're doing a lot better this time. A lot better. And we're gonna immediately pull the bullfrogs into here because they have some air units that they're going to be flying around. Alright, that is what I like to see. Oh, and it looks like they brought some friends with them this time. Oh, darn it.
A unit is under attack.
Okay, so they took out all my infantry units, which is a bit sad because I was actually doing pretty well starting out. It's okay, we got our stingrays, and if you don't notice, the stingrays, they are amphibious and land-based units that use Tesla coils to attack. They have an ability, which is the Tesla Surge, which electrocutes the water and disables vehicles. So it is a pretty good unit. Now from here, I want my co-commander to do things correctly. I want them where they headed to. So if they go to head down there.
Enemy units detected.
Okay, so they're going to build their base down there. I will give them that. I think I might have obstructed their work. So we're going to let them take that base down there. Our base will be up at the top.
Deploy your mobile construction vehicle and set up a forward base.
Now, there's a special, or this is a special mission, because this is the first mission that you actually get to build a base. And please forgive me, I am a little wonky with the controls because they're a little bit different than what I remember. Now, something I talked about on the last attempt to record this video is every faction constructs buildings differently. So, for example,
new construction options.
the Soviets, you see they build their area and then it takes the time to build the building. The Allied nations, you spend the time constructing it and then you place it and it's done instantly. The Rising Sun build their mobile deploying units, which you can take it wherever, and then you tell it to deploy. From there, it then constructs into it. It takes the time to do so. So each has their own abilities. Me personally, I'm a little bit more of a fan of this because as it's constructing, I can get it a little bit faster, it feels like. So, that's why I like the Soviets. And so what we're going to do, last time I got a little bit rushed, so I'm going to add base defenses. We're going to get the second ore refinery here and immediately throw a sentry gun here, and we're going to throw one in the center and then one on this side, as well as one in the front. Throw flat cannons so they can't attack us by air, because it's no fun being surprised, you know. I like to see what's coming at me.
Construction complete.
Ready for the collection.
So that sentry gun is almost completed. We're going to throw another one over here. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to throw down another power plant. There's a couple things I want to make sure you guys understand. You see this little square area here where it has the outline? That is the build area that I am allotted. Some buildings you can build on land or you can build it on the water, which is great. So power plants you can build on water. Now, you see also I have spaces in between the power plants, spaces between my construction yard and the ore refinery. The reason I do so is because when I like to have my units traveling, I don't like to obstruct their way. It's a pain in the ass. I don't like it, so needless to say, I try not to block it. Now for here, I believe I might have enough room for my naval yard. I'm not too sure.
You must build a reactor and an ore refinery before you can
I'm going to just go ahead and throw that power plant there just in case. And before I expand the map, because once I build the naval yard, it will expand. I'm going to try to throw up a flat cannon in the center of my place, and then a sentry turret in front of my base, so I have a little bit of defense. So let's see, we're going to put the flat cannon. I don't want to leave anything obstructed, so put a flat cannon here, and maybe put another one over here. And then we're going to put the naval yard here. And I believe I only have the 2 bullfrogs, so that's actually really good too, because leave them here, leave my stingrays in the water, so that I have my defense.
Good work. Those defenses will
And
help
put a
keep your
flat
base
cannon
safe
here
from
really quick.
enemies.
Bullfrog is here for you.
And we have a top secret protocol to use. I'm going to go ahead and grab the orbital drop because I want to deal some damage.
Badly on my leadership.
And
he would use that
the map is about to
perception
expand.
bolster his power.
So I'm just going to be quiet
Prove
until it
him
finishes.
wrong.
Battlefield expanded. Enemy base detected. New objective received.
Okay,
Our
so
ally is under attack.
as you can see, they have units that are both able to go over water and go on land. And the Rising Sun, half their units can turn to air
Enemy
units.
detected.
So they have their pros and cons. There's no one superior race, though I feel like it is the hardest to play as the Rising Sun because it feels like they have such a deficit. But as you can see too, they also have buildings that can be both on land and in water. So before I get too
Building.
ahead of myself, I'm going to throw a sentry turret up here. That way I have that. And I feel like my base is pretty well defended. We're not going to be facing too much of a variety of enemies, but just
Building.
enough to
Enemy units detected.
protect
I'm ready
myself.
if you're ready. See you there.
I do have the ability to repair my units or buildings. As you see here,
Construction complete.
they're repairing their sentry gun or their flat cannon. So, needless to say, they do have some protection.
Batteries fully
My flak or my bullfrogs, I'm going to leave behind. I'm going to take my stingrays because they are going to be the ones to attack enemy units or buildings.
Batteries fully charged.
I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to keep sniffling out of the video. And as you can see, they have subs. They got subs.
Unit lost.
You think I care? You think I care? No, I don't. Because I got my stingrays. They're strong. They're strong units, even though I only have 3 now. I only had 6.
Take position command. Will order your co-commander to help cover designated
And
areas on the
up at the
battlefield.
left, I didn't really talk about it too much, but you have your co-commander controls. You can tell them to attack an area, defend an area.
The dreadnoughts have
But
been
me
recovered.
personally,
They should be able to outreach the
I like them to do whatever they feel is necessary. Because they will attack, they will expand, they will do whatever they have to
Reinforcements have arrived.
stay alive and help out us. And since I have orbital drop, we're going to see what it does. So I'm going to place the beacon there in the middle of their power plant. And that's exactly what it does. It drops satellites on their buildings. Which is good because that is their power plants, which will make it easier for us to work.
Everything's stable.
And as you can see, we have 2
We rule these
new
waters.
ships here. They are dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts are long-range amphibious units that you can either have them with their regular attack, or you can have them sacrifice their launchers, which they take damage in the long run, but they'll fire a lot longer. I don't like to use that because I don't need them to take damage.
Prepare all launchers.
They deal a lot of damage and they're long range. I mean, look at that.
Longest objective
That is the
complete.
longest range I have right now. So we're going to keep them protected as possible. Over here, it looks like we have a building.
The equipment.
So we're going to send our units over here.
Building. Enemy units detected.
And we also have a building we can take over. So, let's take a look and see what is going
Our
on.
ally is under attack.
Batteries fully charged.
So this building here, let me do a little bit of touching up that I have not done yet. Okay, so you have your mini-map at the top right.
Enemy base
You're always going to be
detected.
the red, your co-commander is going to be green. These little symbols here where you see where the icon is, them are your ore that you can collect. Then you have icons like this, which are buildings you can capture.
Batteries fully charged.
Then you have these here, which are your objective areas. So,
Enemy units detected.
now that that's taken care of, what we're going to do
Batteries fully charged.
is move our units away from
Our
here
ally is
because
under attack.
engineers
That should work.
are amphibious. You can move them across land and everything be alright. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to tell our engineer to go collect this dry dock And what that'll do is repair our amphibious units, which means we do not have to bring them back here to be repaired.
Everything's stable.
We got 7 Stingrays here. We're going to go ahead and move them forward. And I believe it also should repair my co-commander's units, if I'm not mistaken. Which will save us money. And that's one thing we need to do. Look at our engineer. He's going across the water like, I'm not too sure about this. Like, for Mother Russia, but really? Like, you guys are trying to kill me now.
Standing by.
Okay, so we're going to leave that behind, and we're going to move our Stingrays.
Objective complete.
The good thing about Stingrays is they can be very versatile.
Received.
As you can see here, it may not be showing light because this is considered fog of war, but you can see that this is an area that we cannot travel with Stingrays. So that means we would have to go back to the water, come up the ramp, which is right here or right here, and
units detected.
proceed forward.
Dry dock captured.
Circuits
Oh,
clean.
looks like we have a surprise.
I will show you
Enemy
around.
base detected.
We're going. How is
Our
everything?
base is under attack.
Okay.
You guys get
Unit
back.
is under attack.
I don't need you guys to
Repairing.
die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a sentry gun. I wasn't even thinking when I did this.
Building.
Coils standing by.
Our allies.
So now we're going to use our Stingrays to attack them. Oh,
Batteries fully charged.
you gotta be extremely careful with
Enemy
that.
base detected. Construction complete.
Oh, what's going on here?
Batteries fully charged.
Alright. And here's another thing that we get to learn. So, our infantry, the conscripts,
Batteries fully
have a
charged.
Molotov ability where it clears out garrison buildings, which is very useful because instead of ruining the building, you can just clear it out and then garrison yourself. And then here, there's a hospital, so that'll automatically heal our infantry. So we're going to train another engineer, and then from there, we're going to take all of our Stingrays. Oop, looks like we have one more Stingray.
We're going.
Now, I'm gonna give you another
Running cool.
keyboard shortcut. Whenever you have a unit selected and you want to select all of them, whether it be across the screen or across the map, if you have the unit selected and you hit W one time, it'll select across the screen. You hit it a second time, it selects across the map. Just some useful tidbits of information.
Altering
Now, they
locomotive.
do have some
Enemy
units
units
here,
detected.
and they do have a barracks here. So I'm going to be extremely
Units
careful.
under attack.
I don't want to aggro them because not only do they have a hospital, there's a barracks here. I'm planning on capturing the barracks, so what I'm going to do is move my units over here. I have two
Show me what to do.
bullfrogs here, so we're going to get 4 flak troopers to go on the second bullfrog.
Flak trooper doing my time.
This one's full.
Bullfrog is here for you.
We're going to use them. We're going to deploy
doing
them
my time.
into this area. We're going to deploy them just south of the hospital, use the Molotovs to clear the garrison buildings, and then we're going to capture the hospital.
Someone's gonna pay.
How is everything?
Beats being in the
Alright,
Bullfrog transport.
so we have full
Cruise.
bullfrogs. Now what we're going to do is deploy them. And what I want to do, I don't know if it'll actually show in the fog of war. If not,
I'm heading over.
well, actually it shouldn't be fog of war.
Everything's stable.
Stingrays, what I want you to do, they actually should have a port out here. So I want you guys to just move along there.
Bullfrog
Enemy
is here
units
for you.
detected. Enemy
This is what I'm
base
talking
We had a
detected.
good time, yes?
A unit is under attack.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, good to see Russian faces again.
still struggling a
We can
little bit
fix
with the
up your
controls,
structures.
but
No problem.
nothing too bad. Alright, so the engineer,
Combat
I want you to
engineer.
stay over here.
Ready
You
to fight
guys-
for Union.
Unit lost.
Just get over here, and we're going to try to clear out the garrison building.
Our ally is under attack. A unit is under attack.
Get out of there.
Our ally is under attack.
Kick them out.
There we go.
Enemy units detected.
The enemy's here. For attack.
Oh, and it looks
right,
like
sucker.
they might actually get us here.
Flat 'em. Can I go free
A
now?
unit is under attack.
Is he next? I have to carry this around.
Okay, so
They serve food.
that didn't exactly work out like I hoped it would. We're going to evacuate him and try to get him over here. I don't want to lose him. So we're going to put him in this building.
Do you have the time?
We're going to put you back in the
Okay.
bullfrog. I'm going to construct a second bullfrog, or a third bullfrog.
Building.
Send this one
Our
back to
base is
base.
under attack. A collector is under attack.
Looks like they
We've lost a collector.
want to be in dick.
All from transport, open for business. See us now.
Oh, they destroyed my sentry gun. It's no fun, guys.
Building.
We're going to get
Units
an
detected.
ore collector. So it looks like not only do they have a naval yard, they also have a command center.
Seafaring patriots.
Now, let's see.
Collection. Enemies of the Union shall
What
burn.
I want to do is see if I can't set a defensive area.
Onward.
Okay, and what I'm going to do
Training.
is train conscripts so that I can clear out garrison buildings. Actually, you know what? One of them
On hold.
I'm going to take back.
Finished.
I'm going to get an engineer because I'm also going to try to capture that barracks.
Conscript training finished.
That would be the best
Let's test
bet.
the equipment.
Conscript training finished.
Running cool.
We're going to run these guys over here too. I lost my main force of stingrays. It's okay though. We're getting some resources still, so.
Conscript
And
training
our ore
finished.
collector is back to work,
Enemy
which is
units
good.
detected. Enemy base detected.
Oh.
Stingray, see you there.
Looks
A
like
unit is under attack.
we're having a little bit of difficulty here because our units are not being too bright.
Running cool.
Unit lost.
We're going.
So let's go and
Anything out here?
let's go after this guy. There's also some more shortcuts I can tell you about.
Repairing.
So on the keyboard, the Z key goes to the cell key, which does exactly as it says, sells your buildings. The X key takes the power away from a building, so if you're running low on power and you're in desperate
Our
need of
ally
it,
is under attack.
that's what
Repairing.
it does. And then the C key is your repair key,
Building.
which repairs your buildings. Just a little bit of tidbit of information to help you out,
Just like
because I know,
that.
sometimes it can be a pain.
Enemy units
He could
detected.
use some
And it
more.
looks like
That should work.
this boat is not able to lose me. So
Powering up.
we
Construction
are
complete.
going to head and attack this building. Normally, the co-commander will latch on to what you're doing,
Glorious Union.
stay with you so you can attack as a group. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
I go.
Sometimes you just gotta be like, you gotta give me my
Transport
space.
right here.
Alright, and so we are going to actually move you guys here.
Feel the power.
Oh, and it looks like we got a couple of protocols we can get.
Orbital dump ready. Magnetic satellite ready.
Let's see what happens.
Enemy
You should
units
see
detected.
my attacks are now red, which means they're doing more damage, and it is more frequent. They just got their units promoted, which is just as good. Now, I've got a lot of resources, so what I'm going to do is build 4, and then I'm going to build a second naval yard.
Cannot deploy.
The reason why, well actually, before I do that,
Batteries fully
I
charged.
need a power plant, so I'm going to build a 4th power plant. I was going to say second. Build a 4th power plant. That way it can handle the expansion.
Enemy base detected.
I'm still having a little bit of trouble with that control. I'm not used to jettisoning
Our ally is under attack.
my units. It's a little weird.
Here I am. I made Premier proud. Oh, okay.
You guys are switching to your Molotovs,
Enemy
and
units detected.
you're going to hopefully clear this building.
Yes?
A unit is
For a guy
under
like
attack.
me, no problem. This is nice.
Alright.
Hospital.
What I would like to do is try to
Conscript here.
Enemy base detected.
Good.
get in
Let's
this
take a
building.
break. Show me what to do. I can do. I go. What's in here? It looks dark.
Kind of a suicide move here.
A unit is under attack. Unit
Got it
lost.
on. Good. Let's take a break. Have we won yet? As fast as I can. I go.
Oh, that sentry gun is tearing me up good.
Whatever you say. Of course. I go. This is nice.
Oh, never mind, bad decision.
Whatever you say.
Bad decision. Kill this guy.
Conscript here. Have we won yet?
Enemy
It
base
looks
Go ahead
detected.
and get in that building. And what I'm actually going to do
Enemy
now,
units detected.
instead of trying to capture that, I am just going to
I'm heading over.
take my dreadnoughts and just destroy it, because it's being more of a pain. I don't really have the units to conquer them, so nonetheless we're just going to try to overall destroy them.
What was that again?
But you're still going to be of use because there are 2 barracks here, which I don't know why they're destroying them.
Our ally is under attack.
That
Enemy
we could
units
easily
detected.
capture and use to our own personal gain. Destroy this. Them sentry guns are gonna be a pain.
Building.
I'm ready if you're ready.
You guys are going to head over there.
Batteries fully charged.
Such a glorious sight. These invaders are nothing to our dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts! Now we can crush the Empire with bombardment.
Oh, and it looks like they lost.
Let's test the equipment. Anything out
Looks
here?
like they lost a
That should work.
unit.
A unit is under attack.
Fully charged.
Enemy units
The
detected.
one good thing I gotta say about this game is you have a lot of units that can attack while moving.
The sea is gonna
Units
move beneath
lost.
us. Batteries fully charged. This is our day, comrades. None shall oppose the Union.
Now we're going to wreak a little bit of havoc with our dreadnoughts. When I say a little bit, we're going after the power plants, which
Time has come.
is and can be a big
Enemy
thing.
building captured.
Alright, so that means that we can now build more troops from here.
Training.
Now you'll notice there's a 1 tab and there's a 2 tab.
Flak trooper.
The way
doing
it
my
goes
time.
is the first building you build is tab number 1. Then after that, it goes so on and so forth. So
Flak
2, 3,
trooper doing my
4,
time.
however many you feel like you need. Some people say that having
Flak
more
trooper doing my time.
constructs your units
Loyal,
faster.
standing by.
Me personally, I just like having it because of the fact that it cuts the build time in half.
Forward,
So if you gotta build
comrades.
like 8
Doing
units,
my time.
you can build
Majestic sight
them 8
we
units
must
in half the
be.
time if you have 2 barracks.
The seas tremble beneath us.
Assembling assault forces.
There, I want you to move your forces there just so I can get to my forces. And I believe all we have to do is destroy a building here, so
A
we
majestic sight we must be.
are going
Resuming
to...
operations.
Select target.
Oh, we're going to drop
Enemy
this
base
right at
detected.
their ore collector. Aw, that is beautiful. Nothing like destruction. And thanks to dreadnoughts, they love attacking base defenses.
Our
So,
ally is under
any kind of
attack.
base defense they
Enemy
see,
units
they
detected.
will go after. Doesn't matter what it is.
Everything stable.
I want you four
Ready connection.
to go after that.
Victory is at hand.
Now it does look like the tank they had was destroyed.
These enemies will perish.
Objective
We're going to
complete.
destroy their barracks.
Enemy units detected.
Stingray.
You gentlemen,
The port bases are destroyed. Excellent. Now focus your attacks on the Imperial garrison and eliminate the Empire from this vital port.
I'm gonna move you guys here. Wow, and it looks like they are actually prepping
Objective
for a
received.
fight.
Building. Enemy base detected.
Comrade, if you are still loyal to the cause, come to my aid.
Our ally is under attack.
Batteries
A
fully
unit
charged.
is under attack. Unit lost.
Coils standing by.
I'm pulling my units back. That was such an unexpected turn of events.
Batteries fully charged. Everything stable. Anything out here? Ready connection.
But what we're going to do is we... Oh, never
Construction
mind. What am I
complete.
thinking?
Select target.
We can just teleport them away.
Circuits clean.
Okay, so what we're going to do is move the units here. The dreadnoughts, though.
Seafaring patrons.
Dreadnoughts are going to stay here.
Forward, comrades.
What was I thinking? I mean, I had
Building.
Batteries fully charged.
the technology. I just wasn't even taking advantage of it. And do keep in mind, doing this kind of thing where I keep the power plants together is pretty bad. It's a really, really bad strategy because
Construction
when you're playing against other players, if they were to drop enemies in the center there, they can easily destroy your power plants, take your power away from you.
Yes.
Overall, just make it a bad experience. So, in
Enemy
playing
base detected. A unit is
multiplayer,
under
I
attack.
would advise
Unit
against
lost.
it.
Enemy units detected.
And I don't really have to do too much of anything, just as long as the turrets are exposed, the dreadnoughts will take care of them.
Okay, just a second. We're going.
So I'm just going to move the stingrays into the base.
Powering up.
The only thing I gotta be careful of is because the dreadnoughts have such a wide attack, it could actually do some harm to my units. But, on the other hand, the dreadnoughts can destroy a lot. Look, it doesn't even tells me I can deploy troops there if I need to.
Let's see how much they can take.
Okay, so let's see what all they have.
Reset position. I'm ready if you're ready.
Enemy base detected.
Circuits clean. Dreadnought in the
Dreadnoughts,
ready.
I want you guys.
My palace. You leave that alone. You will suffer for this.
A unit is under attack.
Oh, and it looks like they are getting some stronger
Orbital dump ready. Building.
units.
Our allies under
So we're
attack.
going to
Building.
bulk up a little bit.
Training.
This might seem like a lot, but this unit here, the King Oni, is quite strong because it can dash through
Has been detected.
their targets. And I accidentally did destroy my allies' unit, but I do apologize. I did not mean to destroy your units.
Objective complete.
Are you guys able to
Magnetic
attack that
satellite
one?
ready.
I guess I
Select
could
target.
just drop
Yes!
satellites in the middle of the two
Excellent job.
buildings.
The port is ours, and the Empire
Anyways,
is on the run now.
that is the end of this video. The mission's over, so I want to thank you guys for watching. This is probably a little bit longer, but the missions are going to tend to get longer and longer as it goes on. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you disliked the video, give it a thumbs down. Any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Or you can tweet at me, because I have a Twitter. That is also in the description. And my name is Cypherrack. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, feel free to stay tuned. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Take care.